Hey guys, so the Sephora holiday sale is coming up, as I'm sure you've heard by now, and I figured I would chime in with my recommendations. I do have really just a small handful of things that I am loving. I'm still undecided as to whether or not I'm going to be shopping the sale because it's really not that great of a sale. If you are an insider like me, it's just 10% off, which is not that impressive. A lot of the time you can find a better deal on like the brand's website. So I figured I would also share my kind of fantasy wish list. I saw that this is how Lauren May Beauty did her Sephora sale video as well, and I was like, that's a good idea. So I'm still not sure which of these things I will actually pick up, but these are just kind of the things that I either know I love and would love to purchase again, or things that I am interested in purchasing. Now, I do want to say, if sale recommendations videos like this make you prone to like impulse shopping and maybe you're trying to avoid shopping during the sale, don't you worry, I got you. I actually have a whole entire playlist on my channel of low buy inspiration videos. Just last week I posted a video all about how to feel excited to use your older makeup, how to make old makeup feel new and exciting again, so I'll link that for you. Definitely check those out. If this video is not for you, no worries. Go ahead and click out now. I'm not going to be offended, but I know there are some people who are planning on shopping the sale or maybe just wanting to build a little bit of a wish list. I know I enjoy watching these videos, so if that is you, this video is for you. So let's go ahead and get into it. I only have 5 recommendations. So the first one is actually the foundation I'm wearing today, and I've been wearing this a ton lately. It's the ILIA Super Serum Skin Tint. I did review this in a speed reviews video a couple of months ago. I feel like I'm loving this even more than I was at that time. I gave it a very positive review, but lately I've been loving this. It's like the only one I wanted to reach for. I feel like this is going to be a winter dry skin staple for me because it is so hydrating, and it is a very glowy foundation, but I've actually found my favorite way to wear this is actually to wear it over like a mattifying sunscreen, because I feel like that combination just makes the most beautiful skin-like, sort of somewhat glowy but not too glowy combo. So as it's gotten a little bit chillier here, my skin's gotten a little bit drier, as it always does around this time of year, and this just looks great. I also am still loving my Urban Decay Hydromaniac foundation, but I almost like this one even a little bit more for when my skin is very dry, but they're both really good. Like, I've kind of just been bouncing between the two. I actually recommended that Urban Decay one in my last Sephora sale recommendations video. I think I still stand by all those recommendations, so I'll go ahead and link that below as well if you want to hear some more of my recommendations, but currently, this has been a go-to for me. It's definitely very pricey at full price. I think it's even perhaps a little bit overpriced. I also really like that this has sunscreen in it though. I don't have any other foundations that have sunscreen in them, and I don't use it, of course, as my standalone sunscreen. Like, I always wear an actual sunscreen underneath, but it's kind of just nice to know that it's giving me a little bit of a boost of sun protection. So I really like that about it. I feel like that does make the higher price a little bit more worth it, but I do feel like definitely don't buy this at full price. Try to get it on some sort of sale. Maybe the Sephora sale will be a good time to pick it up. Loving that. Wanted to shout that out again. Okay, a product that is new to me, and this is a total, like, my subscribers made me buy it, is the LYS Cream Blush. So I have been eyeing this for a long time, and I think this was actually on my wish list even back in the spring, like for my spring Sephora wish list, and I finally picked it up. I'm actually getting ready to film a video of basically a full face of products that you guys recommended to me, and this is one of them, but just as a little bit of a spoiler, I have been using this, and I can already tell you I love it. I got the shade Kindness. This is beautiful. This is their Satin Matte Cream Blush. Okay, first of all, I think I've realized I really like cream blushes that are in a compact like this. This type of packaging just makes the most sense for me for a cream blush. I prefer this over like a stick or even like a pot where you screw the top off. I just like being able to open and close it like a regular powder blush. I also think that the triangular packaging is really cute. It's a really beautiful compact. It's like this rose gold color. And LYS is great because they are, of course, sold at Sephora, but they're kind of a mid-range price brand. Like, this cream blush is $16 at full price, which is almost, I mean, at this point, that's almost a drugstore price. So if you were wondering how this blush is, I think it's fantastic. It is a totally matte blush. There's no shimmer to it at all. This is just such an effortless blush and shade for me. I like to just use any brush that I would normally use for cream blush, like the BK Beauty 101 is really good. Just kind of like swirl my brush in there very lightly. and it's pigmented, it goes on smoothly, it doesn't mess with my foundation underneath. It does kind of set down, it doesn't look super, super glowy, but it does just look kind of healthy and hydrating on your cheeks. I love it. I'm a huge fan. I can tell this is going to be a favorite of mine for a long time to come. So thank you so much to those of you who recommended this to me. I'm very glad that you gave me the push to finally pick this up because, like I said, it had been on my wish list for a while. Definitely lives up to the hype. Now that I've tried this, I do have a couple of LYS products on my wish list, so we'll get to that later. Okay, another thing I've really been enjoying are the new Urban Decay Vice lipsticks. My favorite shade out of all of them is Liar. I've been wearing this a ton, especially in the fall. This is just such a beautiful fall nude. It's like the perfect kind of peachy nude that's not too brown. On my skin tone, if I go too brown, it just looks kind of off on me, so this is perfect. It's just light enough. It's got like enough pink to it to kind of balance out the peach. It's just beautiful. And this is one of the cream finish Vice lipsticks. They also have a couple of other finishes in the line, but I really like the cream finish because it goes on like just like a pretty standard bullet lipstick. It's not matte, but it's not like super glossy either. It's just kind of somewhere in between. It's got a little bit of shine to it. But the staying power on these is really impressive to me. It almost does kind of lock down. You will get a tiny bit of transfer, but the color stays in place for longer than I think your average bullet lipstick, at least with the cream finish. So I really recommend, I mean, if any of the cream ones appeal to you, I think this is my favorite formula out of the three finishes, just because, I don't know, it's a little bit unique in that way, and Liar is such a beautiful shade. This has been one I've been reaching for a ton lately. And then I also have a few other shades. I have Olvera, which is a very deep, vampy, like blood orange color. Beautiful shade. I used that in my bold lipstick week. If you want to see like what that looks like, I can link that for you. Art Walk is a nice like strawberry pink color in the matte finish. And then Local is the only one I have in their Shine formula. This is like a sheer glossy lipstick type of formula. I would only recommend this formula in kind of like a lighter or nude shade. I did have a red that I ended up decluttering because it just kind of drifted outside my lip line too much, but Local is a great like light nude mauve shade that I really enjoy. So highly recommend those, but especially the cream finish is my favorite. All right, so then I do have some fragrance recommendations. I've been getting very into fragrances lately. I actually just posted my perfume collection video just yesterday, actually, if you want to check that out. But I did want to recommend this. I actually picked up in the last Sephora sale. This is the Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Crush 62 body spray. This is fantastic. Okay, I already knew I loved this scent. It's the same scent as the Boom Boom Cream. Amazing, warm, like kind of toasty, nutty, gourmand scent. It's really beautiful. This 3-ounce body spray is $20. You get, you know, a lot of product. You can see I've already used quite a bit of it there, but I feel like it actually is pretty strong for a body mist. It has pretty decent staying power. I feel like the staying power of this is comparable to even some of the perfumes that I have. It's not the longest lasting, but for a body spray, I do think that the staying power is pretty impressive. So I do highly recommend this if you've been eyeing it. I wouldn't recommend it unless you already know that you like the scent, because I know this is kind of a polarizing scent. Some people don't like it, but if you've been wondering how the body spray is, I do highly recommend it. Very glad I picked it up because it is one of my most worn fragrances now. And then my fifth recommendation is the 7 Virtues. They are a fragrance brand. They are definitely kind of a luxury priced brand. I actually recently picked up their sampler kit. I think it's called like the Peace Blend kit or something like that. And it comes with 7 of their fragrances. Unfortunately, it's not all of their scents. It is missing Santal Vanille and Blackberry Lily, both of which I reviewed in my fragrance, or in my perfume collection if you want to hear more about those. But this is a great little sampler kit to kind of get acquainted with the majority of their line. These smell so good. The 7 Virtues, they're a very, I don't know, I feel like they're very sophisticated. Like, a lot of these scents are like nothing I've ever smelled before. Very unique, very complex. My favorite of the set is Rose Amber, and they actually ended up sending me the full size of this, which I'm very happy with, but I was actually planning on purchasing that myself. That would have been on my wish list for this video had they not sent it to me, but I love Rose Amber. It's obviously a rosy scent, but it's beautiful. I honestly, surprisingly, really like Patchouli Citrus too. It's like surprisingly nice. And Vanilla Woods is like their most popular one. This is beautiful too. It's kind of like a smoky vanilla. It's a very like what you'd expect for a vanilla scent. Probably not one that I'd buy the full size of just because I feel like I have other vanilla scents that I already really like. But if you've been curious about the Seven Virtues, they are a cruelty-free brand. They're just a really cool company. They like source all their ingredients sustainably and ethically, and I'm just a big fan. So I do recommend that little sampler kit if you've been interested in them. So those are my 5 recommendations. I know it's not a lot, but those are just the top things that I've been loving lately that I'd recommend if you are planning on shopping the sale. All right, so let's go ahead and get into kind of like my fantasy wish list. I'm still, like I said, I'm still undecided on whether I'm even going to shop the sale, but these are just the things that I kind of got my eye on. Okay, so of course I've got some fragrances on my wish list. 2 of them are actually from Skylar. One of them is Capri Summer. I do have a little sample vial of that. That is a beautiful, like juicy, fruity, delicious scent. It's more of a summer scent for me though, so I probably wouldn't pick it up this time of year, but it is on my wish list. And the other one is Fall Cashmere. I actually have not even smelled that. I haven't even had like a sample of it or anything, but it just sounds delightful. Another one that's on my wish list, I have the sample of it right here, is, like I said, Patchouli Citrus from the Seven Virtues. This is one that I did not expect to like at all because, I mean, it doesn't really smell like what you'd expect something called Patchouli Citrus to smell, but it is a little bit juicy and citrusy. It's really beautiful, really complex. I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of patchouli or citrus, but something about this scent, it almost smells, I feel like I'm not even like old enough to wear this for some reason. Like I feel like this is a very mature scent, maybe even a little bit too mature for me, but I do have my eye on this. I feel like one day I might pick this up. Their full-size perfumes are $85, so you know, they're pricey. Beautiful. And then another thing that's always on my wish list is the Sol de Janeiro Boom Boom Cream. I love that stuff. I've only ever had like a little sample of it, but I have wanted to purchase, like to just splurge on the full size for the longest time. It smells so good. It's a really great, like nourishing, like kind of body cream. I wouldn't call it a lotion. It's a true cream. And the scent really does linger. It's almost like that, like you really don't even need to apply fragrance when you have that on. So that's always on my wish list. Whether or not I'll pick it up, I'm not sure, especially because I do have the body mist, but a girl can dream. Okay, a couple more things from LYS that are on my wish list now that I've tried the blush and love it. I've heard great things about their foundation. It's called their Triple Fix Serum Foundation. The bottle is beautiful. It looks so luxurious, and it's got a great, like, extensive shade range. I would love to try this eventually. I definitely have more than enough foundations right now. I would like to use some of them up before I purchase any new ones, but I do want to try that one. And I'm also very interested to try their bronzer. It's in like the same packaging as this blush, but it is a powder bronzer. And I think I would pick up the lightest shade, which is called Motivate. Although it does look a little bit orange. In like the swatch pictures though, it doesn't look that orange. So I don't know, let me know. Have any of you guys tried Motivate in the LYS bronzer? And if so, do you find the tone to be like orange at all? Because I'm a little bit picky about my bronzer undertones. I don't know, let me know if you think I would like that. The other thing that I would like to pick up, this is something that a lot of you guys recommended. I haven't bought it because I ended up getting the LYS blush for that video, but for the video where I'm going to be trying a lot of your recommendations, a lot of you are recommending the Melt Blush Light. They're like cream blushes. And I have not tried anything from Melt Cosmetics, so I think if I were to try anything from them, that does sound like a product I would love. Do I need any more blushes? Obviously no, but they do look gorgeous, and I feel like I've heard nothing but good things about these. They are also in a compact, which is my new favorite packaging for cream blush. They have both a matte finish and a shimmer finish. I think if I were to get the shimmer, I would probably get the shade Golden Hour. That looks stunning. And in the natural finish, I would probably get Honey Thief maybe, or either one looks beautiful. Thing is, I already know I have shades a lot like that, so I probably will hold off, but that is on my wish list for the future for sure. Okay, this is a total fantasy wish list item. I will not be picking this up because this is a little out of the budget, but the Dry Bar Liquid Glass Shampoo and Conditioner, I had a sample of both of those and they are beautiful. My hair never felt better and healthier after I used that shampoo and conditioner. It just made my hair feel so soft and like airy. You know that feeling when your hair is like clean but also It feels nourished and like smooth at the same time. Beautiful, beautiful shampoo and conditioner. $30 a bottle is a total of $60 for the pair. So I will not be getting those, but if money were not an object, that would just be my go-to shampoo and conditioner. So those are the things on my fantasy wish list. Again, it's a pretty short list. I don't have a ton of things that I am planning on picking up. I may pick up a few things, but like I said, I don't know. I might also talk myself out of shopping the sale altogether because I don't need anything. And it's only 10% off for me, so that's really not that great of a discount. But let me know, are you planning to shop the sale? And if so, what are you planning on picking up? What's on your wish list? I'd love to know. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope it was helpful for you. If you did enjoy it, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you've not already. And hopefully I'll talk to you again very soon in my next one. Bye.